Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're diving into a story about a conflict as old as time itself, a battle fought daily in living rooms across the world. It sets the eternal struggle between a dog and a cat for the ultimate prize. That one, perfect, glorious patch of sunlight on the floor. Our story, The Treaty of the Sunspot, begins on a bright morning. A perfect rectangle of warm sunlight beams onto the living room carpet. And there, in the middle of it, is Buster, a goofy Labrador mix, blissfully soaking it all in. He's on his back, paws in the air, ecstatic. To him, the floor is giving him a hug. He is a baked potato of joy. But then, Chloe, a sophisticated Siamese cat, enters the scene. She freezes, her eyes narrowing. This is an outrage. "You're in my spot," she declares. Buster, ever the simple soul, replies, "No, this is my asterisk spot. I found it. Finders keepers." Chloe is not impressed. She explains that finders keepers is a rule for savages, and that she has a pre-existing, cosmological claim to this sunspot. It's her sacred thermal zone, the throne for her afternoon bath. Buster's presence is disrupting the cosmic order. But Buster is already at optimal toasting temperature. He isn't moving. And so, the war begins. Chloe initiates psychological warfare, staring at Buster relentlessly, whispering suggestions that he should go check his water bowl. Buster fights the urge, whimpering but holding his ground. Next comes the decoy phase. Chloe cleverly tosses Buster's favorite squeaky toy into the hallway. The second he moves towards it, she zips into the sunspot, curling up in a smug, perfect circle. Buster spins around, betrayed but almost impressed by her tactical genius. He even tries to form an alliance with the Roomba, asking the little robot to just gently nudge Chloe out of the way. The Roomba, in response, just vacuums his paw. As the day goes on, the sunspot moves, becoming a sliver of light on the side of an armchair. Chloe is perched precariously on the armrest, trying to maintain her regal composure. Buster is below, pressing his side against the chair's leg, just to feel a faint trace of the warmth. He looks ridiculous, but he doesn't care. Then, Buster has a big idea. What if they shared? Chloe looks at him as if he's lost his mind. Share, she scoffs. But Buster is serious. He suggests a timeshare, a schedule. He even drags a slobbery patio stone inside to mark the floor as the sun moves, much to Chloe's horror. The conflict reaches its peak when the sunspot is a small circle on the back of the couch. Chloe sits on her thermal throne, a queen surveying her kingdom. Down below, Buster has built a shaky tower out of a coffee table, a footstool, and pillows a monument to his yearning. He's standing on top, straining, his nose just an inch away from the sunspot's edge. "I can smell the warm," he pants. "It smells like dust and happiness." Chloe warns him that his structure is a folly, that one sneeze could bring it all down. But as she's lecturing him, Buster makes a final, desperate lunge. He plants his snout right in the middle of the sunspot, directly between Chloe's paws. For a moment, there's just stunned silence. They are frozen, nose to paw, sharing the sunspot. Chloe is horrified. "You've created a condensation point of chaos," she whispers. Buster, his voice muffled, just says, "MMMPH. It's warm here." And then, a strange thing happens. Chloe, exhausted from the day's campaign, doesn't move. The warmth asterisk is asterisk nice, and Buster is surprisingly still. Later that afternoon, the sun has moved on, leaving the room in a soft shade. The human, Sarah, walks in and finds them. Chloe is curled in a neat ball, and Buster is sprawled out beside her, his head resting on her side. They're both fast asleep. Buster is dreaming of chasing squirrels, and Chloe is purring. Sarah smiles and whispers all, "Best friends, snapping a photo." At the sound of her voice, Chloe cracks one eye open. She processes the words "best friends." She looks at the drooling dog using her as a pillow. She lets out the tiniest, most resigned sigh a creature can make, but she doesn't move. She just closes her eye again and settles in, the purr continuing. The war is over. In the battlefield of the living room, an uneasy, warm, and mutually beneficial peace has finally been negotiated. And that's where our story ends. A hilarious reminder that sometimes, even the fiercest rivals can find common ground, especially when that ground is warm and cozy. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories.